And I saw something, and I should have posted about this a long time ago. It says that dark matter could be made from tiny black holes formed when so-called dark banyons collapse, scientists suggest. Or alternatively, dark matter could be a type of particle created by a form of Hawking radiation in the cosmic horizon. And this is all good, but the article I was reading, which I can't find right now, was suggesting that dark matter was actually the remnants of other universes that we don't interact with, but gravity does. And that brings me to what I should have posted years ago, but I didn't, is that I believe there are no more than 6, no less than 5 alternate universes out there. And I'll see if I can't find the explanation for it here real quick.
Of sorts.
So this is
7 points to outline a course to a position.
And Daniel Jackson comes up to explain.
To find a destination within any 3-dimensional space, we need 6 points to determine an exact.
Okay, so he's showing this as how to plot a point in space. And my theory says that each one of these flats are actually its own universe. And if you take all the dark matter that we have and you divide by 6, then you kind of explain why how much matter we can see and we can measure in our universe. And if you multiply that by 6, you come up a lot closer to 100% of matter if you were to multiply what we have in our universe by 5 or 6. So let's finish this up real quick because I know you're itching to see what they're talking about.
Location.
You said you needed 7 points.
Well, no, 6 for the destination. But to chart a course, you need a point of origin.
Except.
So that would be how you point to one single or one singularity in any of the alternate universes. I do not think that there's going to be unlimited amounts of universes out there. I think that is limited by gravity, and I think gravity is the only thing that's universal in every reality and in every universe. So when you put all the alternate universes together, the gravity math has to add up. And that's why astronomers and mathematicians and theoretical physicists can't agree on anything, because they can't even agree where to start. And until you start and say, look, maybe there is just a finite amount of alternate universes, which means we start in this universe on this space. We make a right turn. We make a bad decision. We make a good decision. We make a left turn. We're back to where we started. Or maybe that last one was a right turn. My point being is all your decisions are going to bring you back to your single point in time and space. And that's always going to be where you are. And you're not going to change dimensions without some kind of extreme gravity. And that would be where some of the movies come in. The best example, I think, would be probably Event Horizon. Even though Interstellar did it really good, and Interstellar was one that actually broke my brain. Not because I didn't understand it, because it threw me to a loop into what I was thinking about this is wrong. Let's imagine for a minute that this was the black hole you wanted to actually penetrate. You're not going to penetrate a black hole on the equatorial plane. You'll get stripped apart, your molecules will be spaghettified, and you'll never get there. You'll just swirl around in limbo because time is at a standstill there because of the gravity. But say there was magnetic fields like there is on Earth, and there's magnetic fields there, and they're very strong. What if you entered the magnetic field through the pole? Sorry about that. You enter the magnetic field through the pole, and then you can enter, because at this point you're using the magnetic field to accelerate you. And then if you, like a lot of people that are ufologists think, where UFOs travel through magnetic fields, which is a great way to look at UFOs, then you would come down through the north, the zenith, or the nadir at the bottom, and you would probably have a negative charge attraction to bring you into the black hole as fast as you could possibly get there, probably approaching speed of light until you got inside the event horizon there, apt name. Once you pass the event horizon, you're coming upon the singularity. But let's say that that singularity is not any of these things right there. Your singularity would actually be just the universe. Like when they think that our universe right now, the Milky Way, is inside a black hole. Well, that theory is awesome. Well, following that theory, if we're inside a black hole, there's got to be a way to get there and get out. Or you wouldn't be spotting UFOs every time there's a war break out. Anyway, I don't know if I diverged off the path or not. That was my thought about this. I don't know what you think, but as always, don't like, don't share, don't subscribe, don't care.